Hi there. If you want to learn how to create sound effects, then you are in the right place. In this video series, I'll be breaking down the redesign I did of the game Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. I'll be going over the short clip, all the sounds that I used, effects and processing and everything, all from scratch. I actually haven't even recorded or designed anything yet as I'm recording this, so I'll be doing everything live so you can see my process, my thought process, the sounds I pick, the plugins I pick, and why I'm choosing them, and everything live in real time as I'm kind of designing. So this is the first time I'm trying this, so if you like this type of tutorial, this type of video, let me know in the comments below and I'll make some more. So with that said, let's get right into our project. All right, welcome back to this fourth and final segment that we are going to be designing for or redesigning for this little clip of Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. So before we get started, as usual, I'm just going to go back here and I'll play what we've worked on so far for parts 1, 2, and 3. If you're interested in seeing those videos, I'll have them in the description below. But with that said, let's have a listen to what we've worked on so far. All right, so that's what we've worked on so far. And now let's have a look at this fourth little section here. All right, so I'm going to design this little part here. Let's have a listen to the original game audio. All right, so obviously you have a power move here, power attack, very bass heavy. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure if I want to, I haven't decided yet if I want to design something that's exactly or similar to the original, or if I want to do something that's a bit more creative and sounds a bit different. But I think for now, to start off, I am just going to, I think I'm going to follow the original and then maybe we'll branch off and do something a bit different. So, so right at the beginning here, you can hear that it's very Foley heavy. Like it just sounds like, yeah, very heavy Foley here. Then you have some like reverse sounds in there as well. So that's what I'm hearing right here. Yeah, a lot of like Foley clothing sounds that are quite loud, and then some like reverse like bells or knife sounds or impact sounds, something like that. Right, so I think that's what I'm gonna go for here. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do here is I think I'm just gonna start looking for some Foley sounds, some clothing sounds, and then we'll see if I can beef them up, make them sound a bit louder, and then we'll design it. All right, so I picked up some denim Foley rubbing sounds, and right now I'm just going to put on uber loud, maybe OTT, to just kind of really bring out the sounds and see what kind of textures I have out of it. So there's a lot of highs in this one, which is okay, but maybe I can bring that down. It's not quite what I want, but it's okay. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. Maybe like that. So basically I'm just trying to find the peaks here and then trying to put them in a kind of in a sequence so it kind of sounds like it's spinning or moving. And then here what I'm going to try to do here with an EQ is see if I can tame that high-end hiss while still retaining that high-end clarity, the high-end character. So yeah. It might be too much. Like I might have to undo some of this here, maybe no upward. That's a bit better. So I want it to start right when he pulls his swords back, like right there. Right there should be the first kind of hit right there, like that. So let's have a listen to that. This last one here might not be necessary. Yeah, I think that is good. Let's see what this one here is. So that one's cool. It's a lot heavier, a lot bassier, which I kind of like, actually, especially for this power attack. I want to make it sound really beefy and heavy, so... Okay, that might be a bit much, but you know what? I'm going to keep it there because I want to see... I don't know. It might work with our other layers. Okay, it's a little much. Okay, let's see. So I like that one. Okay. And when he's doing this final attack here, where is that? The stab right there. I want this sound to come in right here, right there, like that. So don't want all this end. So these are really just going to accentuate like the hits here. Good. Okay, so that sounds kind of cool. Now what I want to do is I'm going to open up a new project tab here, and I just want to experiment with reversing different sounds and adding effects and stuff on them. So I'm just going to load up an instance here of Faceplant, and I'm going to see if I can find some metal hits and things like that, and then we're just going to go in and reverse them. And actually, I think I might do something like, I'll try a granular and a sampler here. Okay, so I found one here, right there, and I'm just going to load that in both of these, and we're going to start designing one at a time, see what we can create with these. And I think I'm going to go like that. I'm going to start with the granular here. I'm just going to increase the reverse to 100%, so that's always reversing. And just as a starting point here, I'm just going to set this to play with this, maybe slow it down quite a bit here. So now if I play this, let's increase the position here so they can start at different places. And maybe the length. And maybe I'll increase the speed here. Let's increase the grain so we have more sounds coming out here. And let's make it so it's front and back. So that sounds close to what I'm hoping for. Gonna increase the pitch here to 2. And I'm just going to try a dual delay here. I don't think this is in the original. You know what? I'm just going to leave it off for now. And let's just record a few takes of this, and then maybe we'll put it back into our design here. So I'm just going to grab these here, put it here. right, so I'm going to grab that, put it down here, and see what I can do with that. So I got quite a few takes here, so chop that up, move it out. It's fine. So they're okay. Okay, so this is okay for now. I'm going to leave these as, they might be placeholders. I might keep them. I'm not sure. One thing I do want to add right away, though, is Enforcer. So I really, actually, I'm going to take it off of there. I actually want to put it on this item right there. Basically, I just want a base, base slide down or something like that. So let's see. Not so high. All right, so that's okay, I think. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So here's what we have so far. All right, so I just added a bit of uber loud here, just push the mids and the highs. And I'm just listening for the kind of the sequence of the sounds here, especially for the Foley, just to make sure that they make sense together. I want them to have kind of two distinct areas. So you have your kind of your wind up, and then you have your attack here. So that's why I felt like right now they're kind of sticking out a bit too much, but now I think it's a little bit better. So I still want some more Foley sounds or something else. I'm not too sure what, but so I think I'm going to keep looking for some different sounds here that I can get, maybe some clothing or something like that, and then we'll put them in there. All right. So I'm just going to have a listen again to the original here just to get some reference again. Reset my ears. So I find mine has a lot of high end, like a lot of highs that I just don't want. Right, so I wonder if I can clean it up, or maybe I just need to find other sounds. So I'm just going to try this here. Just going to try to clean up that noise in the high end. Okay, and then once I have that, then maybe now I can go in here and put something like uber loud on here and just beef it up a little. Maybe reduce the highs even. Okay, so let's see in context here. So again, I'm really listening to make sure that everything kind of acts as one movement. So right now this feels very disconnected. So I want to take it apart and see if I can kind of reassemble it so it makes sense here. And one of the things I'm going to do here is I'm going to put on low cut here because I want this to be more mids and highs for this layer. Yeah. Maybe I can even boost it a bit. And keep this short. Keep this short so it matches this layer here. So I still feel like there's something off here. So it's okay. I think I'll keep going for now. I'm going to add some sword sounds. So these are going to be some scrapes. And so I'm just going to start labeling these here. These are reverse metal hits. And all this here is Foley. Oops. Okay. Yeah. So for these scrapes here, especially when he's pulling his sword back, that's really what I want it for. So that's what I'm going to be searching for here. So I'm just going to be searching my melee weapons pack here and see if I can find some cool scrape sounds. Okay. That one could work. Let's see if there's other ones here. So I kind of like this for the ending. I don't know if it'll work. It's a really long scrape, which does make sense, so I'm going to cut that out. But I think maybe at the end right here could be okay. Okay, I'm going to try this. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it works. I think that can work right there. I think I can find a place for that. Yeah, I think that sounds cool. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Okay, so after I have this ring here, and the next inflection point that I want here is going to be when it actually hits the enemies right there. Right there. So that is going to be a just a big hit right there. I'm just going to just have some sort of like sword hit or sword impact, something like that right there. Okay, so I found 2 here. Let's see what they sound like. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be the right sound that I want, but I'm going to try here. Yeah, I feel like I'm way off here. Okay, maybe I want my marker to actually be here. Right, this super long ring. So right now it kind of sounds like I'm hitting a metal post or something like that, or fence. It doesn't sound like a sword, so I'm probably going to switch it out. Or I can try to make it sound more like high pitch. I don't know. It's pretty in your face, pretty aggressive, but I don't think it's going to be the right sound here for what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't think it's the right sound. I'm going to keep trying to find another one. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this as a placeholder for now. Maybe I'll switch it up, maybe not. So that's okay for now. It's okay for now. Okay, let's keep this going here. Okay, where are we at? So I think I have the basic sequence of sounds that I want. Now I just really got to beef it up. I think having a whoosh here could really help beef that up. So I'm going to do that. Let's see if we can have a whoosh right before the impact to like really just really beef it up. And I'm going to look for something maybe kind of creative and different. Like something like that could work. I don't like the beginning part, but this here could work. Okay, let's put this over here. Yeah, that adds a lot. So if I take it off here, maybe a bit earlier. So that sounds pretty cool. Let's hear it in context here. Okay. Okay, so I think what I'd like to do now is keep experimenting with different sounds here. So I'm going to go into my my sound effects here. I'm going to look for my design sampling files. I know I have some that have like metal recordings that are layered together, and that's what I'm going to put into here now. And I'm just going to see, I don't know, I'm just going to test it out, see what happens. I have no idea what I'm listening for. I just want to see if I can get some cool sounds, textures, maybe whooshes, maybe reverse sounds. I don't know. So let's try reverse to start here. Okay, there's a lot of spinning sounds, which is not exactly what I want. So I'm going to try a different file here, which is, again, more metal recordings that I randomly layered together and exported. I'm going to try a shaper here. I like this distortion plugin. And let's see if I can just drive it up a bit. Okay, so I like these reverse sounds that I'm getting here, so I'm just going to print it out. I might not even use these. I'm just going to do it just for... just to see what I can get here. Let's try a different location here. I'm doing a different starting position offset. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste this back into my project here. Again, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but let's just test it out. Let's experiment here. I just basically want to add some sort of shimmering texture or something like that. I'm not sure what. Okay. Sounds interesting. Let's do this. I'm not happy with this metal hit here. It's just not hitting hard enough for me. So I kind of like this kind of hit, but I want it to be more sorty. So I think I'm going to keep looking for another sound here because I think this sound's going to be kind of really important for this design here. So one of the cool things about using MBK Create here is I can use OTT here, put it on the track that I'm selecting. Then whatever I'm playing, whatever sound I'm playing, it's going to go through this effect chain if I'm not mistaken here. This sounds cool. Okay, so I'm going to use recenter here to bring this one in. Maybe even the same thing with this other layer down here. And I'm just going to listen to this together. They are not hitting at the same place, and I really want them to. I really, really want them to. So I want this to be really tight. Oh, it's because of this one here. Okay, so let's hear in context here. Maybe bring it in a little bit more like that. Okay, so I have one Foley layer that I feel like is sticking out too much. That's what I'm hearing right now. That's why I'm up here listening to this. So I'm going to just take that off. Yeah, I'm not sure about this layer here because I'm not liking what I'm hearing right now. Maybe just this first one, but that's it. Okay, and now right now I'm hearing some leftovers of this layer here, which is not bad, but I don't think I want that. I feel like I want it to end kind of abruptly, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna put on a limiter right now because I think I might be peaking. Sounds really loud to me right now. And I haven't checked if I'm even peaking at all so far throughout this series, and I probably should have. All right, let's do it. Yeah, I'm peaking a bit. Okay, let's go back to the reference here. Again, I just want to reset my ears, reset my expectations. So one thing that's really hard to do with redesigns like this is that when you have a voice, and right now I don't want to put a voice on it. I could record my voice and kind of do it. I don't really want to. I kind of want to keep it as just sound effects. It's really challenging to make up for the lack of sound. Like the voice plays such a huge role in that attack that if you remove it, you basically lose all the power, all the force, all of the emotion out of the sound. So right now it's really challenging to figure out, okay, if the voice is not going to be there for that kind of emotional aspect of the sound, what is going to replace it? And that's what I think I'm going to try to figure out what to do next. Because so far I feel like I'm hitting all the key points. But I'm not happy with, or I want more out of this sound here, and I'm not too sure exactly what it is or how I'm going to do that. Okay, so I think one of the things I'm going to try to do here Let's get another scrape sound, not one that rings out this as like this one. I just want a scrape sound that is a lot cleaner and just dry. Okay, so kind of like that, but what I want to happen is I'm going to see if I can automate this so that I can like maybe raise or lift the gain here of my shelf. So I'm going to just touch this, and I have a hotkey right now assigned so that I can see automatically the last touch parameter that I have, which should be that shelf. And I just want to raise it right at the end here like that. So if I play it, okay, so that didn't work. That is not the parameter that I wanted. So I'm going to go like that. There it is. Should be this one. There you go. Yeah. Right, so just at the end, it's going to get a little bit brighter. Let's see how it sounds. And I might even put some sort of reverb on there just as a creative effect. So let's see what I have here. Let's try out ROM. Again, same idea here. I want this reverb to kind of come into the mix as it goes here. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to start at 0. And again, same thing. I'm just going to follow my markers up here. So actually, I might make it a little bit later, like over here, like that. And I do want it to ring out quite a while, so let's do it like this. Okay, maybe not that long. And maybe I'm going to bring it down a little bit, especially when the second hit comes in here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to focus on doing some sort of power-up sound. So right now, I feel like everything's kind of very Foley and realistic sounds, a lot of sword sounds, weapon sounds, impact sounds, whatever, even if they're reversed. But I still want to get some sort of feeling like he's powering up to do an attack, and I'm not getting that right now. So I'm going to do some sort of power-up sound right here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to experiment. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll search for something. Maybe some sort of power up or some sort of riser or something like that, and we'll go from there. All right, let me just go quickly over what I've done here so far. So I just added a few whoosh from my Ultimate Whoosh sound pack here, and here they are. This is the first one here. So that's the first sound. I think it really helps to accent the pull here. That's what that is doing there. Next here, I have another organic one here. Right, so I really wanted to match kind of this first one. And again, just to accent that hit. And then here I have a little high-end shimmer. I might actually move this. Maybe I'll move it to when he's actually attacking here. Maybe here, something like that. Maybe something like that. But that's pretty much it. And here I just have snap heap on there, and the same ROM preset. I just copied and pasted it from the sword scrape that I had before that. So all together now, this is what we have. I think I'm gonna make this. Yeah, I'm not sure about this sword scrape here right now. I feel like it's in the wrong place. I really want to be when it gets to the end here. Yeah, maybe like that. Let's see again. I think that's better. So if I hear, that's better. Yeah, that's good like that. So I think this one might be overpowering everything. Maybe I'll bring this down. And I could probably add something like a track spacer on here so that it doesn't overpower the hit and the whoosh that are happening right here. So maybe I'll do that right now. I'm just going to add on here track spacer, and I'm going to route the impact here into that so that I can cut it out a little bit. So okay. So let's hear it in context, and then actually let's hear the original here so we hear what it sounds like, and then we'll go. Okay, now let's hear a redesign. So I think that's pretty good. I think I'm happy with that for now. I'm going to leave it. I might come back to it, think about it. Yeah, I'm just going to move that over there. Same thing with this here. Let's move this over. Okay. All right, let's move on to our last, or one of our last pieces here of this redesign, which is going to be the final slash here. Right there. So let's see where that is. Let's add a marker right there. That's a good place. And let's go from there. So what I hear for this one is that you have this like low swing kind of building up, and then you have a quick one right after that's happening, right before the hit. So I'm going to look for a low swing, because I'm sure I have that somewhere. And so that's good. Next, I'm going to look for something like some sort of slash and hit. So I don't like the low end swing on the end of that one. So I like that sound right there. That sounds pretty cool. I also want some sort of like hit though. So I'm gonna see if I can find. All right, so let me walk you through here what I did for these final few sounds here. So, of course, I have my low whoosh down here, right? So that was going to be my build-up for my actual slash attack, right? So this I just took from my melee weapons pack 1. I just kind of threw it in there, and that's it. I don't think I did any processing, right? So that's it, just like that. After that, what I was thinking about is I still wanted to have some sort of like final hit or impact. So this had a cool like kick or hit in it, with a bit of a whoosh right in front of it. So it kind of accents it a bit more. And then I had another kick here that I just layered it with this one. Right, so it just really punches out like the characters are getting like whipped off the screen or kicked off the screen. Right, and after that I just added some gore sound here. I panned it a bit to the left and right in here for the gore sounds I just, like I said, pan to the left. It's actually here the kick sound that I added a bit of EQ. That's what I was going to say. Just to control that low end, so it's not too subby, which it doesn't really need here. Right, so it just makes it sound brutal, slashy, and impactful all at once. So, okay, let's have a listen to everything we've worked on for so far for this video here. Let's start here, right there. So I think if I was going to critique my own design here, I think one thing that's really missing is that right at the end of the build up here, the power up right there, like right where he starts to yell, just for this transition here, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing like this climax for this sound. I'm missing a yell or something like that. Right, so you have sounds like coming in and then they slowly fade, and then you have the second sound coming in, but I feel like I'm missing something in between there, and I'm not too sure what to put right now. I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys let me know. Like, leave it in the comments below. Like, do you also feel like you're missing something there, or is it okay, or is it just that you just need the character's voice? I don't know. You guys let me know. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's hear everything in context that we've worked on for the 4 videos in the series so far. Let's just have a listen to everything and see if there's anything here that I'm missing that I might want to add or change. Yes, so there is something. I have my right here when he's jumping in the air right at the end here. I'm really missing like a whoosh or something here. So there's nothing in the original. Right, so you just have this quiet sound. But I kind of feel like I could add a whoosh there or something for when he jumps in the air. So I'm just going to see if I can find a quick swing. Okay, maybe I don't need it. I'm not really liking that sound. I think it's okay just like that. So I think one of the things I might want to change here is when he's jumping in the air, it's right here. So this sound right here. It sounds fine. Right, it sounds okay. The thing is that because they're playing twice and the same thing, even though I did change the pitch a little bit and everything, I feel like it's too close. They're too similar. So what I want to do is maybe I'll just switch like just these two around like this. Maybe even completely switch it around. Maybe I'll go something like that. I'm not sure. Right, so that might actually be okay. Yeah, to me that sounds better already just by switching those around so they don't play the same every single time. It's really obvious to the ear when you're doing that. So should have changed that the first time, but good thing I'm catching it now. Let's see what else here. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I've been listening to this so much over the past hour or so that I don't know. I think I need to step away and come back to it later. But I think for now, we're going to end the video here. And I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Am I missing something? Is there something that you would add it or have done differently? Let me know. All right, so thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful and valuable. If you want to get some of the sounds, actually most of the sounds that you saw or heard in this video and this entire video series, most of them can be found in the DDA Everything subscription bundle. It's a bundle that you can subscribe to, and then you can basically have access to all the sounds I've ever created. So if you're interested in seeing that, I'll have a link in the description below. And let me know what you thought about this video series. I know the videos were a lot longer, but I wanted to kind of have a lot less editing and kind of bring you on with me so you can kind of see my process, how I'm designing, how I'm thinking, what I'm using. And you can see like what I'm looking through as I'm looking through my sounds, what plugins I'm kind of experimenting with and stuff like that. So anyways, I don't know if that's helpful or not. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of the series and if you want to see more videos like that. All right, so that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.